wanted me to talk about the new trailer for the Flash movie, the new DC Flash movie. I'll talk a little bit about it, spoiler free, but I'll more talk about my thoughts generally on the film. If you're not aware, it stars Ezra Miller. Ezra, who has played the Flash in other films such as the Justice League film from DC. They have been accused of many sort of misdoings involving assault, battery, grooming of children, of underage people, and children, and a bunch of pretty serious stuff. And the film, as far as I am aware, which was going to be a pretty massive release for the DC movie universe, like a pretty crucial release. It features some prominent actors and characters in the universe, and it's been ready for a very long time. But then Ezra Miller started doing all this crazy shit, and they had to pause on releasing the film. Now, they're finally releasing it after being quiet about it for a very long time. It's coming out soon. My thoughts on it, I mean, it looks like a great movie. I'll definitely see it. I like The Flash. I've always really liked The Flash as a character. I don't know why. I just think the Flash as a character is really interesting. It's a cool power. You know, we've seen a lot of super speed-based powers in films, particularly with Quicksilver in X-Men, and even Sonic from Sonic the Hedgehog live-action movies. Like, they do the whole slow down time thing, and you've all probably seen it. But yeah, really excited as to what Flash could be. But it is very fascinating to me how much of a crisis Warner Brothers and DC must have been in when Ezra Miller started doing all this stuff that they were accused of doing, and becoming essentially a PR nightmare that prevented them from actually releasing the film. And what I find very interesting is that they kind of just had to wait out the storm. They had to basically, because they had already finished shooting the film, they had already injected all of this money into the movie. So this movie is finished. Warner Brothers has this product, but they can't release it in such a turbulent time for the lead actor in the film, right? So they just have to hold it. Now, a lot of people were saying, well, maybe that movie just never comes out. Of course, never going to happen in a capitalist society when Warner Brothers has this product they've invested millions and millions of dollars into. They're never going to be like, nah, we can't release it ethically because Ezra Miller is almost objectively a bad person. They can't do that. So they just had to weather it out, weather the storm. And now they're going, okay, it's kind of settled down a bit. There hasn't been any big news about it. Ezra's seeking help for their mental health. We've got to put this film out and make a return on our investment. I find it very, very, very interesting for a number of reasons. But, if we're talking about problematic people, problematic creators, problematic studios, problematic things, which I think is something that we lean into the semantics of a lot unnecessarily in today's culture. More on that on this week's Patreon bonus overflow episode, which is up now, by the way. Go and get it, patreon.com/RadioMike. I just think it's very interesting. It's a very interesting move because I think ethically, knowing what this lead actor is accused of doing, at the end of the day, I reckon if they hadn't shot the film, they may have either abandoned it or recast Flash. But because they have finished the film, they have no choice now but to stand behind it and make their investment back, regardless of what Ezra Miller has been accused of doing. Very fascinating case. Let me know your thoughts on it. I'd be very interested. RadioMikePod@gmail.com. Would be very interested to hear what people think.